Hello there, Vic Benedict here. We're playing Uncharted 1 on brutal difficulty. This is my guide for the aforementioned title and difficulty. We're currently on chapter 12 of 22. It is entitled Heading Upriver. Excuse me. I rather object to this level, not because it's difficult, just because it's a little obnoxious, and I just don't care for it. So this is the last time we're going to be riding the jet ski. And that's fortunate for me at least, because I don't care for doing these chapters now. We've got a 9mm. We're once again just sitting behind the pirate over here, and the nice thing about this is that you never have to reload. I'm not sure why they made that decision to do that, but it's extremely helpful. There's only going to be about 2 edits on this entire video, because I did do the last 2 segments without dying, so there won't be any abrupt edits. But there's the first guy over there, and just remember, you always want to be inching up as much as you possibly can, switching your shoulders, obviously watching out for the barrels that are being tossed into the rivers by these enemies over here. And at length, you should be getting another checkpoint coming up over here. And there aren't too many enemies in this whole section. It's just that anytime there's more than one enemy, when they're firing at you together, you really don't have much of a chance to kind of like defend yourself or quickly move away. So that's one of the hazards, and that's why you always want to be staying behind some sort of a protective area, and just inching up as much as you possibly can. I have to sit really close to the computer screen, because these enemies, I mean, look, if you're sitting far back from the screen, it's very difficult to see where enemies are located. Okay, so there's just like 2 guys to the right, 2 to the left. And then once you go forward in a minute, you're gonna get, I think you get a checkpoint after you do this next section. But this is one of the easier parts, because what you want to do is just switch your shoulders over here, shoot those 2 barrels, and then head over here to the left to protect yourself. And then there's going to be 2 guys, so just keep inching up as much as you can, and just start taking out these 2 guys. There's going to be 2 guys right over here to the left. Okay, now after this, I'm positive that you get a checkpoint. However, I didn't die, so I can't tell you exactly where the checkpoint takes place, but it's somewhere, I think it's a little bit up here, a little bit. So so now what you've got to do is just go up these rapids. I really hate this chapter. It's an uphill battle. It's called Heading Upriver. It's an uphill battle. I just don't find it fun. I just don't like it. It's not that it's hard, and it can be, but that's not the main reason. I just don't. I don't like heading upriver. I'd rather head downriver. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now we're going to be coming up over here. The first threat, I believe, is a red shirt guy, and if it's not him, it's going to be somebody just firing a regular handgun at us. But I do believe we've got a red. Oh shit! Those can outright kill you if you run into them directly. Here we go. This is where it's a little bit difficult. See, there's the red shirt guy. You also cannot board their locations and get their ammunition. You cannot do that. You can't get off of the boat until you get to the end. Okay, so now that he's put down, we can go up a little bit, but you do have to kill all of these enemies that are coming up without dying. And when I say all, it's just like 3 people. So you've really got to keep a vigilant eye on where enemies are at. And it's just really frustrating to keep getting, you know, shit like that happening, keep getting pushed down the falls over here. You know, trying to line up your shots as best you can while you're in motion, and things are just so chaotic. I don't object to the sections when you're when you're using the M79. Because those sections are really brief and they're not that obnoxious, but this chapter is just extremely frustrating. You know, why can't the pirate like kind of protect you a little bit or something? I'm not sure. You know, come on, motherfucker, grab those bullets out of the air and protect Elena. Oh, here we go, right up here. There's a guy up here. It's very crucial to keep switching your shoulders as well. Now there is an option in the game, if you don't want to switch your shoulders, you could turn it off, but I don't know anybody in their right mind who would want to do that. And also, when you're playing this game, when you've switched shoulders and then you stop aiming, and then when you go to aim again, it retains which shoulder you were aiming over, and there is not an option to toggle that on and off. Sometimes I would prefer to have that off. Sometimes I think it's really good to have it on. So I'm a little uncertain about whether I would have it, you know, which way I would have it. But here's the final guy. I think it's kind of convenient to be able to have the, you know, which shoulder you're aiming over retained. But there are times that I think, you know, when I would have it, I would probably toggle it on and off. So I do wish that they gave you that option. But that's it. That's all you've got to do, guys. It isn't difficult. It's just, like I've said many times, obnoxious. And we can rest assured that, you know, we don't have to do anything like that over again. So I will see you guys in the next chapter. Take care.